Hello, everyone, and welcome to another night of Reign of Vecna. I am your dungeon master slash host, Riku, here to bring you this chaotic group of people fighting against the Reign of Vecna in this sense. Currently dealing with a giant dwarf, which is kind of a bit contradictory, but you'll see here in a bit. But let's introduce you to the party that will be taking on this dwarf and the rest of this adventure. We'll just go around, starting with Nick. Nope, you're still muted.
God dang, I'm sorry. Hey, everybody. Pardon that. My name is Nick. I'll be playing Nero Aspengard tonight, the half-elf storm sorcerer, who's ready to kick some giant dwarf butt. It's kind of weird to say.
Yeah. And next up, we have Kel.
I just pulled a Nick and double muted myself.
God dang you all!
But I am Kel, also as the Celtic Wyvern King, playing Meek, the reborn Goliath, redemption paladin. Try saying that 5 times fucking fast. And I'm looking forward to the chaos that we will probably have because of the fact we're getting arena repulsed.
Yes, everyone's getting giants here today. All right. Next up, Slayer.
He may be away.
He might be away. Well, we'll get back to Slayer. Goose.
Hey everybody, I'm Goose. I am playing Tate, the tiefling rogue sorcerer, soon to be more. Yeah, he's just excited to see the world from a different point of view.
Awesome. And yeah, that more will be coming up very soon.
I was gonna say, is Tate gonna be like Mikey's character in Origins, where it's everything but the kitchen sink?
We'll see.
All right, Damon.
Find that pesky mute button. Hi, it's Damon. Hi. I am playing Eden, your Warforged Twilight Domain cleric. Curious. I missed last session, and I'm kind of like, oh wow, so we're giant now. That's new. That's unique. Inspiration. We'll see what happens. We shall see.
Yes, I'll give a quick I'll give a quick recap here in a bit so you can get you up. And then Slayer.
Hi everybody, and yes, I was away. I was taking care of a bio. Anyways, I am Old Worm Slayer, and I will be playing Ednus, the non-binary dwarven life domain cleric slash paladin.
Fantastic. All right. Well, for those of you
And giant dwarfs, been there, done that. I have a character that is one.
well, this is gargantuan. This is even by you all becoming giant. This dwarf is still gargantuan in size compared to you all. So this is going to be fun. Just as a bit of a recap for those of you who weren't here, especially for Eden and Nero, since you both weren't here, and not sure if you saw the VOD or not, but you continued through Gorna's Insanitorium. You found your way into the basement after a lot of trial and error and some holes in walls, attempted holes in walls. And it brought you down into what seemed to be another dimension of madness. Field of Poppies caused you to fall asleep, sending you dropping down a shaft, getting attacked by gargoyles. It sent you to a library that caused everybody to be paranoid of what they're seeing or who each other is. You got a vision of an ink blot, where we learned very interesting things about each of your characters. You ended up in an insane asylum, or a sane asylum, where what appears to be a blue slad tried to, a red slad tried to cure you of your madness, but you were able to slay him. And now you find yourself...
You can cure us of our sanity.
Yes. And now you find yourselves towering in size above the Sword Coast. Giant in size, thanks to whatever magic is happening here. And lo and behold, you spot Weevil Forkbeard, towering over even you in size. And so, something I did off stream for you all is I went ahead and created NPC versions of each of your characters, which includes doubling your HP, doubling your proficiency bonus. You should also, just whenever you roll for attack, double your damage, and gave you the 2 feats that you DM'd to me. So you have extra feats for this fight only. So if you go into the NPCs, you should see an NPC for your character. You'll be able to use that. So I'm going to throw on initiative. Don't click to just dismiss the initiative button when it comes up. You don't need it, because you'll just be using your giant version of it. But you see as Weevil is towering above you all over the Sword Coast. If you go into tactical mode, you'll be able to see that as well. As he looks down on you and shouts, "I am Weevil, I am God," and prepares to attack. Meek, you're up first. As the giant version attempt to attack.
Well, first off, we're just going to go ahead and go right up on him.
All right.
And then I also make sure.
You should have everything.
Yep, no, I was trying to see if one of the feats is if it was on hit first before I did anything.
Gotcha.
All right, we're going to swing with the longsword.
Hell yeah.
25 hit.
25 does hit.
Cool. So, a couple things I'm going to do there. First, I'm going to use my feat, Strike of the Giants.
All right.
Where I would have chosen... Can't even think about this part. I should have done so ahead of time. Probably just the fire strike is probably what we do. So it'll be 1d10 fire damage.
All right, go ahead and roll that.
Yep. Oh no, not done yet. Searing Smite.
Oh, you're going to Searing Smite this too.
Yep, so that's 12, 10, and I need to roll the 1d10 for the fire damage. So 18 plus...
That's
12,
40
22.
damage.
Yep.
And he needs to make a save for the Searing Smite, right?
Yep, or he is on fire.
All right, let's see how he does with that.
He
that's
did start the
Consti.
fire.
Constitution saving throw. He rolls an 18.
Meets it, beats it.
Yep. So he's not set on fire, but that was a strong hit against him, doing some pretty major damage.
Yeah, because even though Meek is not one to start a fight first, this is one where he he already just has a gut instinct of there's no talking this one.
Yeah, no.
someone who proclaims they're God and is saying that they're about to destroy everything, that's an immediate. It's just nope on sight.
Yep.
Quick question: can I cast silvery barbs on him for that?
Yes, you can. I think so.
I mean, it's a reaction on something I can see.
Yeah, you see as he tries to block it. He's trying to block getting
Silver
Yeah.
barbs.
All right, yeah, you can roll. I'll go ahead and roll that again. Gotta love silvery barbs.
Mm-hmm. Motherfucker.
Never mind. He just did better. You still get to give advantage to someone though. With it.
I'll go ahead and give advantage to Meek.
Fantastic.
Oh, cool, because I still have one more attack, so that works.
Yes, you do.
There you go.
All right, so roll with advantage. 24 for 10 points.
Another 10 points of damage. And is that it for you or anything else?
That's it, because I've already done bonus action and my 2 attacks.
Fantastic. All right.
Well, actually, hold on. Actually, wait. Is that once per turn, or is it on every hit, actually? I forgot.
For which one?
Once per turn. Okay, the Strike of the Giants is once per turn, so yeah, I won't be able to do it again.
Cool. Awesome.
I was trying to see if I can get the fire damage on this strike, too.
All right. So, Olivier is next. And Olivier, what is Olivier going to do here? I am going to have Olivier. Olivier is going to move 10, 15, 20 over to here, and is going to cast Hold Person on our dwarf friend, or not so friend. And he's going to fail.
Oh joy.
So Weevil
That means all attacks on him are crits.
every physical attack that hits is a crit on him. So he is now held in place. And that is Weevil's turn as he's concentrating. I'm sorry, that is Olivier's turn as he is concentrating on this.
Okay.
Eden, it's your turn.
Does that include attack spells?
Let me check.
Because it changes what I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah.
I would personally argue that if it has an attack, like if you don't have to roll to hit with the spell,
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I am gonna say, yeah, any attack roll. So yeah, it'll crit if it hits.
Okay. So I'm going to change my dynamic or change my thought process. I am going to move, oh gosh, 5, 10, 15, there. I think that's 30. Yeah, that's about 30.
Right above Zugtimos. Close.
And cast at 2nd level guiding bolt.
2nd level guiding bolt. All right, go ahead and roll that attack.
Does a 17 hit?
17 does not hit. Actually, it does hit. Sorry. Yes.
that's a
yes,
crit. It's
yes,
crit.
Yes, it does hit. My apologies.
Okay.
So that is
God, these are terrible rolls though. But
well,
that's fine.
Actually, it's 5d6 plus an extra roll of 5d6 for your crit, which is how I do crits.
Okay.
So 30 plus 5d6.
Yeah.
39.
So 39 doubled.
Oh.
because of your giant size, everything is doubled.
Oh,
So
that
that
part.
is.
I didn't remember that part.
Oh yeah, everything is doubled. So you did 78 radiant damage to Weevil. Good
And-
lord! As you blast him with this radiant bolt of light right at his face, you see, even in that held state, he's like, you see as out of his ears and nose he begins to bleed. It's when he gets out of this paralyzed state, he's gonna be hurting.
We know who the true gods are.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to do this turn?
That is plenty. And the next attack has advantage, just so you know.
Yes. Oh yeah. So yeah, advantage and auto crits. This is gonna be a fun fight. This is gonna be over real soon. Okay, it is the Weevil's turn. He can't do anything except for roll his wisdom save to try and break out of this. And he doesn't. He's still held.
Nice.
So Tate, you're up.
So I'm gonna run up and give him the old 1-2.
Go for it.
Yes. Whoop, whoop.
That'll hit for 18 damage to start. Go ahead and roll your sneak attack. So another 14. So that's a total of 32 damage.
And then
did you roll with advantage? I just want to. I know it's automatically critted, but
he did. Yeah,
I did.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's right. That is an auto crit. My apologies. So you do. If I do the math right, actually, given the base damage and the fact that you crit, how do you want to do this?
Oh fuck!
Y'all just took down somebody with 165 hit points in 3 turns. In 3 moves.
The one time roll well.
See, this is what happens when you roll well and you have somebody with hold person.
No joke. So Tate's gonna run up on him, and he's feeling a little spicy. So on the front, like a la Zorro, he's gonna put a T in the front of the dude, and then on the downstroke, he's just gonna slowly push in.
As you push into him, he's like frozen in place still from the whole person. And you see the blood coming out, but he is still like frozen there because Olivier still has the whole person up. And he's just like, Olivier is just scared as shit, just holding this up and not moving.
Olivier.
It's okay. It's okay.
I think he's dead.
He goes ahead and he drops his concentration, and you just see this giant form just collapse, crushing half of the continent in front of you.
Should we have grabbed him before he fell? I'm wondering.
No.
Okay.
No. As he falls, you feel the ground have a gigantic earthquake. You see the seas begin to tidal wave over much of the Sword Coast. And then you begin to shrink. And soon you are the size of the mountains. Sooner still, eventually you are normal sized. And you are now standing off of a normal sized corpse of a dirty dwarf dressed in his pajamas.
Also, sup, Raiders.
Hey, Raiders! They just killed somebody. And yeah, you are in what looks like a basement. You see the dead dwarf there. You see a hole in the ground where the phaserness that is causing a lot of madness is basically spewing from. And you see a crack along the far wall that has a little bit of light coming from it too. You also see what looks like in the blood an iridescent red gemstone that's about the size of a cherry.
Okay.
Everything has returned to normal. You don't feel like you have magical powers anymore that you didn't have before. You're not in a weird state. You can't just disbelieve something to make it disappear. Yeah.
Huh.
What would you all like to do?
So Tate is gonna immediately like start rifling through the dwarf. And while he's doing that, he's gonna go, "Hey Ollie, you more than made up for the slide in the table."
Really?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Oh yeah, that's something you probably missed. Olivier kept failing his save, and so kept believing a normal table was a mimic.
Oh, sounds fun.
Yeah. So yeah, you rifle through Weevil's body. You obviously find the gemstone. You also find a small key that's attached to a chain necklace.
Okay. I guess I'll pick up the red gemstone.
Yeah,
Does
you
anyone else
have a
have
red
any?
gemstone. It looks like it would be worth something.
You said a rod with a key that
Yeah. Tate picked up a small key that's attached to a chain necklace.
Probably to the key to the room we couldn't get into.
possibly.
I bet it opens both those doors.
Possibly. Do we want to do something about? Oh,
Ednus will walk over to the dwarf and cast gentle repose on his corpse.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that'll keep it
In
from
case they want to
decaying.
try to revive him.
That's fair. That's probably a good idea in this kind of world.
good idea.
Yeah.
Because he'll piss off Vecna.
Mm-hmm.
Also that. Is there? I see the pit.
The pit is kind of like a crater almost, where that fog that is causing all the madness is coming out of. And then in the far back there is a crack in the wall that seems like it's big enough for somebody to squeeze through. And seems to have a small light coming from it.
Do we want to check that crack out? Look in the crack? Feel the crack?
Permission to smack the crack.
There we go.
Okay.
Nero, you have. Is it me? Do you want permission from me?
Well, somebody. Like, I feel weird smacking the crack without asking someone first. You know, it's good to get consent.
Consent is
Permission granted.
There you go.
So yeah, he's going to look at his daggers that he has and be like, you know what, this isn't my strong suit. Put them away, and he's going to cast second level. No, I think I'm going to keep it lower. Let's do first level cast bolt. at the wall.
All right. I'm not gonna have you roll for it. You actually, you know what? Do roll for it till we know what element it is. Forgot about that factor. So what do we got?
So lightning or poison. So I'm gonna choose lightning.
Lightning.
It's on brand.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You shoot out this ball of energy that, as it hits, it shoots off sparks of lightning around, and you see that the crack has gotten bigger. And as you look in, it appears to be a small tomb.
I regret smacking the crack.
Why?
Just points into the hole.
Eden will look through.
Yeah, you see what appears to be a tomb. There is basically a skeletal corpse laid across a marble platform. Oddly enough, it looks like a lot of its clothes has rotted away, except to what appears to be a cloak and a pair of boots.
Nero's gonna look at Tate and be like, "That's a nice cloak, man."
I'm already in there.
Oh, and throughout the I'm sorry, I forgot to mention this. In the basement, there's a whole bunch of coffers around too. But yeah, you went into the moon. You went into the tomb.
Yes.
Yeah. Nothing special here. You see a plaque. This is the decayed corpse of Xanthral, the original mayor of the keep. This is where he was buried.
And you said there were boots and a cloak that weren't ratted?
Yep. All the rest of his clothes appeared to be rotted off the corpse, except for a pair of boots and a cloak.
Okay. Do I have the spell slot? I'm pretty sure I do. Yes. I will cast Detect Magic.
They're both magical.
Okay. I will take the cloak and take the boots off.
Mm-hmm.
I can identify these later. And
Okay.
I walk back out. Like, for them.
Yeah. So as you walk back out, you all looking around, and down the stairs, you hear someone coming down the stairs. And as you look up, it is Gorna. And you see her. Oh, thank you. I am so glad you were able to get down here and figure out what's been going on. Halfway down the stairs, you see her form change from a human priest into a green slad. And he goes, "Oh, I really appreciate all that you've done for us. Allow me to bestow upon one of you Saddam's blessing, if you wish, as a thank you from us here at the Insanitorium."
Insight? Fuck.
I mean, you can insight check it.
I should probably go back to the regular Monday. Well, no, that's fine.
Yeah, I would say I'm going to insight.
Yeah, anyone can insight that if you'd like.
Wait, this isn't right. I'm on the Chill Giant Eden. Sorry. Go away.
Oh, I can't tell shit.
$16.
All right, Eden. While it might seem, while there obviously you would normally have some hesitation from anything from, a slad. Gorna seems sincere about this being a positive thing and nothing nefarious.
So Eden will sensing the sincerity, as it were, will soften in a way. We've always been defensive when we've been around these slads, so they soften, and she says, "That sounds wonderful. Please continue with your blessing."
Certainly. Would you like to receive it?
Sure.
Oh, wonderful. As this slag comes slithering up to you and pulls out what looks like a gemstone. And she takes it, presses it up to your head, and painlessly it goes right into your head.
Okay.
You now have the blessing of Saddam. Once every 10 days, so once a week, you can change either a personality trait, ideal, bond, or flaw in yourself.
Okay.
You have resistance to psychic damage.
Hmm.
And Slad-Eye don't attack you unless you attack them on their allies first.
Okay.
And that's it.
Kind of taken a little bit aback by being fused with Jim. That's a new sensation.
It kind of went into your brain, and then you hear a clunk as it falls to the bottom of your like dropping something into a tin can. Oh God! Now when you like just roll it around.
Just I'll try not to move my head too much. That's a new feeling. That is very new feeling.
We can hear the rock in your head now.
Oh Lord!
The news will never lose Eden. Just gotta listen for the rattling.
There you go.
Be careful with quick turns.
What?
Oh Lordy. So yeah, Gorna goes, thank you all again. Feel free to have whatever you find here as a thank you. I must go and spread more of my teachings. As you see her get down and start slithering off into the crevice. You could safely assume that crevice leads to the Underdark. But Gorna's gone. And you are now still in this basement. Anything else you want to check out?
You mentioned coffers.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there. I have a couple of things that I will probably need to identify later, but we could check the coffers if we wish.
She did say anything.
Yes, she did.
That is true.
Tate's gonna make his rounds.
Yeah, I will follow on the opposite side with Tate. Just sort of.
Sure. You find these coffers are filled with gold. You find 10,000 gold total.
What?
Hey, remember that conversation we were having about a slush fund? I think we did it.
Wait, we can buy slushies now?
Absolutely.
All the slushes. All the slushes. We could buy a cart of slushy, like one with the the thing on the side where you can push each one and get like a different flavor? Like,
what would slushies be in
that's
this
Hawaiian
world?
ice. That's Hawaiian ice. Or maybe whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, you find about 10,000 gold in here.
That's
Do we have a designated treasurer, or are we divvying this up?
I'll do it.
what? Be the treasurer?
Sure.
I trust you.
I look at Tate and I go, persuade me.
He's been honest so far.
Fair.
Many
I
rogues
agree.
are like, "Hey, I'm only doing good rogue stuff." He's honest about what he does. I respect that honesty.
I'm especially honest when I'm being dishonest.
That does not compute. But I agree. That is fine. If you would like to hold on to the 10,000 gold pieces, that is fine. We will. Yes.
Okay. You've cleaned this place
Besides,
up.
we know where he lives.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Tate, as you begin to pick up a bunch of these coins, you notice that one of them looks significantly different than the rest. It's a bit bigger than the rest of the gold, and it bears a 4-leaf clover on it.
I'm just going to go ahead and slide that one in my pocket.
Okay. Surprisingly, you still have 10,000 gold plus that coin.
Bonus coin.
Bonus coin.
Magic coin.
But yeah, you've all pretty much cleaned this place out.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do now?
So we can head out, or do we want to go check the other? Now that we have this key, do we want to check the other doors? Or are we good with this place?
I think we should check out those other
Quick
doors.
question. Is the fog still emanating from the crater?
It is, but you seem to be unaffected by it. It seems to have lost its potency now that Weevil's dead.
Okay.
So it's just normal fog. It's not like corrupting
it's-
fog or maddening
No,
fog.
it's still madness fog. It's just not strong as it was. Like, the people in this place are probably going to start slowly getting saner, you could say. You'd have to basically live in this basement to go back to that kind of crazy place again.
Does it look like there's enough debris around to seal that hole?
Not really. It kind of just caved in.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to be able to stop the madness, but with it not being as potent.
Keep in mind that the Xanthral are there, that they can take care of it.
Also that part.
Okay, we'll at least tell them that there's a hole that needs to be dealt with.
Okay.
I mean, technically, there's 2 holes that need to be dealt with.
True
Fair.
that.
3.
3.
Actually, it's more like 2.5.
2
Actually, the
and some effort.
Wow.
well, the one that Nero made, Edna's will mend that to fill in the cracks
Okay.
with mending.
Okay. Yeah. Bye bye, Skelly
'Cause-
boy.
Oh, I smacked that crack.
Yeah.
Man.
We'll find another
Well-
one for you to smack again.
If you think about it, they can't go in there. They won't know that anything's missing.
Mm.
True.
I think we're rubbing off on you.
I'm not going to.
Hey, I'm not
I
a
was waiting for
goody
someone.
two-shoes.
I'm not going to touch that one. I'm not going to. Shall we go to the door with that we think this key might open, or the key that Tate has might open?
Yeah, let's try
Yeah, that way I can repair the damage to the wall.
let's try the one that's right off the kitchen first, and then we'll go up and try the one that we think is the study.
Yeah.
The one up to well, the magic sealed one in the kitchen was what led down to here.
No, there were 2 separate ones, weren't there?
Oh, I know, but
There was the one.
no, there was
the magic door.
there was
led
one
you
that
to here,
required a password.
and then the one upstairs was also magicked. They were both magicked.
Well, I'm talking about the one that had the arcane lock on it.
They
Is
both
that
had
the one-
arcane lock.
Huh?
They both had arcane lock on
Well,
it.
is that the one that we came down here from, or was it the one that we
Yes.
set password to go through that brought us down here?
So the password suppressed the arcane lock that was on the kitchen door to get down here. But that password did not work on the one upstairs.
Okay, so the one upstairs is the only one that we actually need to check.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I headed upstairs.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Make your way up. You find the door again, easily able to find it because gash in the wall next to it. And I'm assuming you're going to use the key.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, you use the key, and you enter the study. This lavishly decorated study still smells pretty heavily of pipeweed. You can see that it's been used as an entertainment room. Like he will entertain guests or guards and such in this room. You
Smells
see
like
the
plum
desk.
bottom leaf.
Yeah. You see the desk is covered with what looks like maps of the surrounding area, as well as scores of tiny black ledgers. You see on the walls are decorated with stuffed animal heads. And behind the room's desk, mounted on the wall, looks like a longbow of exquisite craftsmanship. There is also another door on the opposite side of the room.
Meanwhile, Ednis is gonna mend the damage they did.
Fantastic. But yeah, the key works, and you're in the study.
And you
Lovely.
said that the only 2 things of note really was that there was another door and that there's a bow hanging on the back.
There's a bow hanging. There's another door, and then the desk has a bunch of maps and ledgers on it.
I'm gonna check out the desk first.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay.
Guidance.
Does anyone else want to do anything while he checks out the desk?
I
I'm
wanna take a
gonna
look at that
retrieve the bow.
God dang it.
Okay.
You do have a little bit of
Well-
guidance.
Guidance isn't going to help here.
Oh well, that's fine.
That's
Well-
too low.
Nick, Edness is only taking the bow down. So if you want to examine it while they're holding on to it,
Yeah, he'll look it over.
You are both getting a strong sense of magic coming from this bow.
I was going to try to identify using basically the elven half of my body, like my mind. I was going to see if there's anything like an idea who made it, the craftsmanship, human, elf, what have you.
Yeah. Let's see. The bow appears. So you can tell that the wood used to make this bow comes straight from the Feywild. And the string is made from what seems like an enchanted spider silk.
ooh,
I definitely convey that to
fancy.
Edness.
Do we
Nice.
do we have 10 minutes?
Sure. Or at least I'll say that nothing else is going on.
May I have the bow?
Go right ahead.
I will ritually class identify.
This bow was actually made by Xanthral himself. This is a magic weapon, a +2 magic weapon. Any creature hit by an arrow from this bow must make a DC 13 strength saving throw. If they fail the saving throw, they are entangled by gossamer webs, reducing their movement by 10 feet until the end of their next turn. This is a very rare item, and it does require attunement. But yeah, you found an enchanted longbow.
Yeah, so that's sort of identify. So as Eden is holding the bow, the eyes go glowy like stars, as if like searching the net. Anyway, and then after 10 minutes,
Error, page not found.
yeah, that part. That sort of information kind of springs out of their mouth with it just comes out, the name and anything else.
It doesn't really have a name to it. It's just Xanthral's bow. So
I explained that. Can I use longbow? That is a good question. Can anyone use longbow?
By the way, didn't the Centurion say something about anything we find in here?
Yes. The Gorma said that anything that we find we can keep. So
Gorna said that anything you find you can keep. But when you first entered this place, the Zentarum person out front told you anything in the keep belongs to the Zentarum.
that part.
I say we go by most recent information.
The last thing we were told was that anything we find we can keep, right?
Yeah.
That was the last information we received. Yes.
I think that trumps previous information.
We could also, I hate to say it, but somebody that's more convincing at it than I am, we could tell them that we didn't find anything of value in there.
Fair.
Or you could just hand me my bow. Wink, wink.
Are you the
Oh, you
only one that
didn't
can use a longbow?
I'm proficient with all martial weapons.
Oh, that's
Same.
right. Yeah.
I am also, but I do you wish to use a longbow?
I mean, it's always good to have contingencies.
Fair.
Got to fall back on
Yeah.
something when you run out of daggers to throw.
It's true. I mean, when in doubt, I got this big ass mace too.
Yeah. You're just carrying a whole bunch of weapons with you. You're just the pack mule of the group.
It'd be
But
really
also,
cool if we could
didn't
find
we-
like some kind of bag or something that we could put all this stuff in. That'd be really cool.
Which you still haven't done yet.
Well, we can.
Too bad you don't have an artificer.
No shit. That might be my next level.
God.
Collecting levels like Pokemon cards. Jesus Christ.
No,
Hey,
I
I
love
am-
this.
I'm all about utility.
Nice.
All right.
Well, that's fair. I hand the bow to Tate.
If anybody else wants to use it, let me know. It's just easier for me to, lie about things if they're in my possession.
That's fair.
Just remember, in order to use it, you do have to be attuned to it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Are we going to the other door?
So I didn't.
By the way, Eden, the boots and the cloak.
I will identify those when I can do it now. I don't have to. I can cast it immediately for once, and then I can ritual cast it because it's a ritual spell for the other.
We have time. They don't know how quickly we've managed to take care of the place.
Cool.
Yeah, we're not in a huge hurry.
So I'll take out the boots and spend 10 minutes and make a thing happen.
All right. So for the boots, you found yourselves boots of elven kind.
Huh.
And I'll just say that you did it on the cloak as well, because I'm assuming you're
Uh-huh.
gonna.
Yeah.
That's a cloak of elven kind.
Huh.
Both appear to be in pristine condition.
I know what the boots of Elvenkind are.
They both help with stealth.
Yeah. And I know I was just thinking like Ednish, you and I are the loud clunkies.
Yep.
Wearing it will essentially
Make it a regular check.
make it regular roll for stealth
Yes.
check.
If I remember correctly, the boots do not require attunement, but the cloak does.
I believe you'd be all right.
I know that the boots do not. I just checked that. Cloak of Elvenkind. I don't think it does require attunement. Okay. You are you attuned to the sword?
Yes,
Player?
but I still have 2 more attunement slots. So, yeah.
I'm just
I was preferring the boots anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, why don't you take, if everyone is okay with this, I'll give Ednus the boots and I will take the cloak. I don't mind being attuned to the cloak because I'm not attuned to anything yet.
However, I suggest we keep those items hidden until after we've left the area.
Fair. The cloak folds. I fold it and
Mm-hmm.
drop it in the backpack.
I put the boots in my backpack.
Fantastic. Alrighty then.
I'm gonna ask.
Oh, and Tate, just so you know, on your investigation of the desk, you look in the drawers and you find um a collection of hand carved pipes, as well as a crystal decanter of brandy. The ledgers have a bunch of numbers in them, but they make 0 sense to you. But the most interesting thing you find is on one of the maps, they had basically the entire Sword Coast circled in red ink and written on it, mine, across it. But that's what you're able to learn from your investigation.
This dude.
He went a little cuckoo.
For Cocoa Puffs.
I'm gonna take the pipes, the decanter, and the map, and then I'm gonna give the ledgers to Eden. Have a look at these. See if you can make anything of them. I'm gonna go check out the door.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Eden, go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Sure.
See if you can tell anything about this.
Guidance.
Yeah. Oh, you don't even need the guidance.
There we go.
These appear to be essentially accounting books. And you can tell looking at these ledgers that the Weevil has been manipulating a lot of this accounting so that he can withhold coin from the Xanthral that he's supposed to be paying to.
Does it happen to be off by about 10,000 gold?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh dear. So
you can see why they're here.
We may be able to make a trade. And I'll explain the. So according to these books, Mr. His name literally just left my head. Weevil has been manipulating everything so that he is getting all of this coin from the. Words are leaving my head. Good God, you just said it.
Xanthral?
Yes.
It's a team effort.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, by withholding.
Yes. Yeah.
Cooking the books.
Yeah, cooking the books. Laundering, maybe? I don't know. Is that a thing? I don't.
It would be cooking the books.
Yeah.
That would work too.
To the tune of 10,000 gold. So I'm assuming that the coffers that we found belong to them.
Yeah, but they don't know that we found it. The secret dies with the Weevil.
What am I again?
We should have thrown his body in the crack. Then we could have told him he just disappeared.
Got it. Good. Okay.
Somebody go throw his body down the hole.
Nero takes off.
Surprisingly, as you head back down to the basement, the door is no longer magically locked.
Straight in. We're going to find the Weevil's body and just chuck it.
All right. You hear clunk, clunk, as it like is rolling down. And now there's just blood everywhere on the surface of the basement.
Almost too easy. Runs back
The
upstairs.
perfect crime.
Good lord.
We're gonna get away with everything.
Uh-huh.
Unless
Alright.
Nick says something.
Just for the record, if anyone has prestidigitation, you might want to head downstairs and fire off a few shots.
So what are you all up to next?
Hit it with a few shots of the old prestige.
Oh lordy, lordy, lordy. So yeah, what do you so the only thing you haven't checked out yet is the other door on the other side of the room.
Yeah, I would have been doing that.
Yep.
I was gonna say Meek is just gonna open the door.
Yeah. So you are in the master bedroom. This looks like it's been unused for a few days. You see a few stale pastries and a decanter of what looks like cold canth near an unkept bed. You see a writing table which has a bunch of similar black ledgers, as well as a piece of paper that you see says the words Weevil equals God are all scrolled over it again and again and again. This guy went nutso. And then there's just a closet in the north of the room.
Okay, if you're in the closet, you can come out now.
Nothing happens.
Figure.
We're a progressive group. You can come out of the closet.
Nothing happens.
We listen and we don't judge.
Nothing happens.
I go to the closet. Just
And you open it?
Open? Yeah.
Yeah. You find a suit of chainmail armor, a short bow with 20 arrows, and 2 +1 hand axes.
Dibs on one of
Chainmail,
the hand axes.
short bow with 20 arrows or 20 bolts. No, that's arrows. Sorry,
Arrows.
and hand axe. You said hand axes too.
2 +1 hand axes.
I don't plan to get close.
They can be thrown.
I'm very aware. Huh? I mean, I know I took weapons last time. I feel like I have the scimitar from previous. So
I'd give one to Nero and one to Meek.
Twinsies.
Hey.
does anyone need chainmail? I feel like I'm already. Yeah, I already am chainmail. The armor doesn't
Yeah,
use.
to think of it, I don't think I'm wearing anything more than like it's like fine clothes. So chainmail might not go amiss.
So out of game, Nick. I was looking at your character sheet. It said you had elven chainmail on.
It does?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Which is a special kind of chainmail that anyone can use, I believe.
Never mind then.
You?
Okay. I take it back. He's standing there. I like to imagine that he's standing there, like his chainmail perfectly visible, and he's just like, I don't think I have chainmail.
Normally you can't wear chainmail, but this is special elven chainmail for some reason. But also, that's also why. Otherwise, I would have had Olivier be casting mage armor on you all the time.
I was like, you have it on.
Where'd that come from? Okay.
I'm going to assume your family.
I am really well. I don't know if I'm currently really rich, but I'm from a really rich family. So
Yeah. Like you get +1 to your AC, and you're considered proficient with this armor, even if you lack proficiency with medium armor.
I just like to
Good.
think that you're so used to wearing it on a daily basis that you just assume it's part of your normal clothes.
I just let you have it, just knowing your background. So I was like, you know what, he'd have it.
And
I was gonna say that makes sense.
Yeah, the other part, the worst case scenario is you've just never taken it off, and it is literally fused to your skin.
Oh
With
no!
With all of your like lightning spells and all of the like random elements that you've just been hit with, it's just like, and no,
It is now part
I
of
just
me.
That
threw up in my
explains why
mouth.
he's so funky.
And you've predominantly been casting lightning magic too, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
Good lord.
It's fair.
but it's fine. It's fine. You just have it.
And this will point out, I can tell why you couldn't tell that you're wearing it. It's really light armor.
Yeah.
It's mithril. And this would know mithril when they see it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what it's like to be so rich that you don't realize you're wearing armor.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't think I'm that rich anymore. So, you know,
I mean, we don't know if your dad's dead yet.
yeah, he feels in his pocket for the piece of ripped poster. He's kind of like, yeah, okay, well, let's assume he is.
Well, if we're not
Well-
going to take it,
Holding out for the inheritance.
To be fair, we just found 10,000 gold. For adventurers, that's pretty rich for this world.
I've
and you know,
seen my dad spend 10,000 gold in one weekend,
I mean, we could do that.
but then he still had a whole lot more money. That wasn't like all
Wow.
of his money. So
I mean, we have a little more than 10,000.
wow.
So
With that,
with that said, nothing else of interest in this room.
okay.
I'm gonna grab the other decanter.
Cool.
What'd you
Okay.
say was in it?
More booze.
Fair enough.
He drinks. So he's crazy. And
It's
he
a
drinks.
decanter of boozing kind.
There you go.
So
many. Anything else, friends?
I mean, grab that chainmail. It might come in handy, or we can sell it.
That's what I was thinking.
My backpack is getting full.
y'all are getting close to that point of where I'm gonna have to say you have no room. I don't like using encumbrance because encumbrance is messy, but at the same time, if it's not reasonable that for you to be carrying this much, I'm gonna mention something. You're getting close to that point between the five of you.
That's a good point.
mind you, like
If
Hero's
I'm
not
not
carrying any more than he had. He's just watching everyone else carry more. He's just like, okay, I'm okay with this.
Cool. So what are you up to next?
I think we've searched everything, right? We just need to now
We
leave.
just need to get out of here now and avoid questions.
That's the point. Yeah.
And then I think we should try and see if we can like find some kind of magic shop or something where like we might be able to find a cool bag that holds stuff.
That would be nice. We can check here. I mean, it's small. It is a small village. I doubt they have anything here.
They don't.
So that part.
But
eventually.
as you're leaving the manor, you see as the people that were also in it are slowly coming to their senses again. So things are recovering in this town.
Good.
So you're leaving, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything left.
Fantastic. So you make your way to the gates to the city. And right there at the gate is the Iron Viper waiting for you all. And as you approach, he goes, "So, you all were successful in your mission? Seems like people are coming to their
Yep.
senses again."
And let Goose kind of take the lead in the conversation at this point. Or not Goose. Fuck. Tate.
But Tate is a goose.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah, so
A silly goose, even.
haha. So Tate will just look at him. Yeah, problem solved. Everybody's waking up.
Weevil
Fantastic.
is gone. Dead.
Well, it seems like things are looking well here. We'll probably get someone from the Xanthral to take over once we're able to. Your bag does seem a little bit larger than it did when you came.
Why are you looking at my sack? That's just awkward.
It's weird.
Look, us Xanthral make sure we notice, everything. You didn't break our rule of taking anything, did you?
No, not at all. We came out with everything that we went in with.
Roll deception.
Guidance.
I
How do I roll it with advantage again?
You click and drag up.
Oh, it's on the thing. Never mind. My fault.
I didn't mean to do that.
Hang on. Let me roll that d4 for the guidance.
You just beat him without it.
Nice. So 16.
Yeah, because he rolled a 14 on his insight.
That's crazy.
Especially with him with proficiency in insight. He looks at you and goes, well, maybe I just saw wrong. You do seem like a little bit of a pack mule anyway.
They always hand me everything. Like, I've been carrying stuff since the beginning. It's I'm tired.
Yes.
That's fair. Well, hey, y'all did a good job. Maybe we can use your help even further down the road. Come join us with the Black Network.
Well, I mean, I can't speak for all of us. It would have to be something that we just have to discuss. Maybe take a night to think about it.
Sure. I'm not going anywhere. Just come back when you're ready.
Oh, by the way, in the basement there is a hole to the Underdark.
To the what?
To the Underdark.
Well, thank you for letting us know. We'll get somebody on that as soon as possible. But yeah, he then opens the gate to let you go and let you make your way.
Well, hey, hopefully the rest of your evening stays as eventful as it has been.
I sure hope so. And you
Fairly
were
well.
successfly
I'd say
able to
Nero's
make it
going to
past
be at
them.
the back of the group, and he's going to kind of like slow down really quick and very quickly talk to him about how someone that he trusts implicitly told him that having the Xantharium with him would be helpful in the future. And he mentions his last name really quickly. He's like, "Hey, listen, I'm an Aspenguard. Someone I really know and trust said that maybe we should keep this line of communication open. So just remember that name if we come across each other in the future."
And he goes, "Oh, you're interesting, huh? I mean, the Aspen Guards have kind of fallen out of our protection. They seem to be doing pretty well on their own. But
Well,
sure,
I'm not really with them anymore, so just if you see Nero, just know that there might be some mutually beneficial stuff in our future." Kind of winks and walks off.
okay." And yeah, you all walk off. And on that is when you all will officially level to level 6. Yay! Which I've already had you all do to make things easier. So, you continue your journey. And where to next for you all?
Where's that
Somewhere to
at?
take a break.
You probably do need a long rest at this point, but in what direction are you going?
So we were in Xanthral's Keep. We need to go to Tribor, if I'm
That is
remembering.
correct.
So we can continue down this. I can just literally say it. Continue down the yellow road.
Mhm.
Eventually heading to Long Saddle.
Okay.
Where are we at right now? Are we in Mirabar?
No, you're
We're
in
in
Xanthral's Keep.
Where's that?
Just follow the yellow brick road.
Yeah. So from Mirabar, Xanthral Keep is right near the Lurkwood. And then keep going down. The next city on the road is Long Saddle. And then from there is Tribor.
I wonder if there's a short saddle.
It got taken by the liches, apparently.
All right.
But is that the
They
plan?
got the short end of the stick.
Yeah. But is that do you think that's a good plan? Just hit the road and
Makes
make our way
sense.
to, yeah.
Yeah, it works for me.
Okay. But
So
we'll
you
rest.
Yeah, you hit the road. I'm going to say that with the craziness of everything, feel free to give yourself a long rest. Since you also did just level up, I'll consider that getting a long rest. So, but it's a couple days to make it to Long Saddle at least. So you go for a little bit. You do run into another slad that, just as you were promised, Eden, you see it come towards you as if it's about to attack. Stop, senses something, kind of bows to you, and then goes away.
Interesting.
It can sense the blessing you have. So, but eventually, I will say the second night of you all making your way, you settle down for a long rest at your campsite. What is everybody up to?
About 4:11.
Yeah,
But
you're about you are basically one sleep away from getting to Long Saddle. So
do we have anything else that we have yet to identify? I'm just thinking since I have some time.
I think you've identified everything.
Just asking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by this point in time, Edness is putting on the boots.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I would have taken some time and attuned to the cloak as well.
Y'all are gonna sleep in the cloak and the boots.
Yes. Just
yeah, well, you can. Yeah. Well, you don't sleep, so.
well, just keep the cloak on and just sort of wait.
Just stare out into the distance. But
oh, I didn't know that too. That's nice. Huh.
Cool. Anything else anyone wants to do before they sleep?
Tate would just keep working on tricks with Goblin.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your animal handling.
Guidance. Before
I might need it.
yeah, just sort of give you a little bit of help.
12? What trick are you trying to teach him?
Still trying to teach him to sit up on his haunches, with his paws up.
Yeah. So you see as Goblin kind of leans back, brings his front legs up, and this time is able to keep his balance just fine. And he has learned a new trick from you.
Nice.
And as you're finishing up teaching him, you see as suddenly his head kind of just whips over looking towards the woods. And then he takes off in the direction of the woods.
Tate's gonna run by Nero. Hey, will you help me find my cat? He just took off in the woods.
Oh yeah, he's gonna pull Rangoon out and make sure he's in crab form, and he's like, "Give us a hand." He's gonna set him down, point towards the woods.
Cool. So yeah, you head into the woods, and after a little bit of walking through, you find Goblin, in the middle of this kind of clearing, eating a fish.
Apparently the rations weren't enough anymore. He needed some real food, I guess.
He's a hungry little guy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he is a growing boy.
Yeah. Need you both to make a perception check for me. You both hear a twig snap at the edge of the clearing.
Just immediately have lightning lure at the ready in my hand.
Here's in my hand.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make another perception check. Tate, I'd like you to make this one with advantage, actually.
Oh.
And I'll tell you why in a bit. So, Nero, you're looking around. You can't really see beyond the shadows of the forest, anything as you're looking around. Tate, as you look around, you see figures moving in the dark. It also rings out to you that you are very familiar with the way whatever is out there is hiding and moving. A little too familiar to you.
What does it remind me of?
This reminds you of one of your past assassination missions that you were put on. Except it seems like you're to prey. You can tell from where you're at and the way they're moving. These are fateless cultists in the woods.
He's gonna look at Nero. We might actually be in trouble.
He's gonna switch his lightning lure to his lightning lure goes away. Electricity goes down and pulls out his other hand and just fire. He's like, well, between you and me, I think we can handle ourselves. Is it just one person, or
Is it just one, or is it more than one?
It's more than one.
Shit.
Do you want to call for help?
This might hurt a little bit.
You want me to send up a flare?
Might not be the worst idea.
Nero's gonna take.
How far away are we from the camp?
I would say you're about 60 feet. And since they kind of have noticed that, well, you noticed them, the four of them step out of the woods, essentially surrounding you. As one of them looks at the group of you and goes, well. It looks like we got a 2-for-1 special here. It's been a long time, Tate. How have you been?
Well, that's really not fair that you know my name, because I have no idea who you are.
Well, their face is kind of covered, so you can't really tell who exactly it is, but the voices do sound familiar. These were folks that you used to work with when you were in the cult. He goes, so, and you've teamed up with the Aspengard kid, the runaway, or at least that's the story we've heard. Huh. At least we can get one of them by themselves.
I don't really run with my family anymore.
And as you know, neither do I.
Seems like the two of you have a lot in common.
More than you'd think.
Yeah. Especially the two of you being some of our highest targets.
Oh, yeah. How's Mom and Dad doing?
You dare to know anything about them after what you've done.
Well, I mean, they did leave me with a parting gift, and he points to his eye.
Well, I'm sure they'll be glad to see you, or at least see your corpse. As you
Nero's going to fire off a firebolt into the sky.
All right. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Yay.
Eden and Ednus, on your turn, you're about, again, 60 feet away. I'll put you into the scene if you make it.
Got it.
Tate, you're up first as Nero shoots up this bolt of fire energy. However, you begin to feel a warm sensation from your pocket.
He'll reach in. He'll reach in his pocket.
And you pull out that coin, the one with the 4-leaf clover on it. You sense a connection with whatever energies are coming from this coin. You're almost as if it is almost recruiting you into an army against Cyric. You sense that someone wants to give you the power to overcome this, as long as you will help fight for them.
He'll take the coin and he'll look at it, and he'll look at the which of the four. Which one is the one that was talking?
The one to the north.
To the north. Okay, so he'll make eye contact with that one, and then he'll just kind of give the coin a quick flip.
As the coin is flipping in the air, you begin to hear whispers in your ear. As the voice of Timora speaks to you and says, what is she going to say? What is she going to say? Your fate is in your hands. Do as you must. As the coin falls back into your hand, and you see as it grows into the form of a rapier. Gold and emerald spinning around to feel the blade. The guard on your hand, intricate designs of clovers. And right where your thumb rests holding it, the coin is there. That symbol of Timora. Welcome to your Hexblade.
And immediately he's going to close the gap and attack straight at the one that he was talking to.
Go for it. With your new Hexblade weapon, Fortune's favor, or we'll change it later. 22 is gonna hit.
So that's 8 plus 11.
8 plus 11, 19.
And then now he would have his old rapier in his offhand. So he'll just attack with the
Just
other.
toss it into the other hand.
Yeah.
Yep.
And That one. So since I did can I throw green flame blade on the second attack? Like, can I do, like, I don't know.
No.
Or would it had to be on the first one?
It would have to be on the first one because this is your bonus action is to swing with the second blade, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. No worries.
You're kind of caught in the moment of the blade of a coin turning into a blade. I think anyone would be like, "What the fuck?"
What the? Yeah. You hit it for 7 more damage.
Yep.
As you see this this acolyte kind of just feeling in an intense amount of pain for looks at you and goes, "Looks like you've learned a lot in your time away. Well, let's see how well you handle your own kind." Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I'm going to since he can't attack me now, I'm going to hop down and I'm going to get on the backside of Nero.
All right. Yeah, you can do that.
Nice.
So what is he going to do? He's essentially, let me make sure I can do that. 10, 15. Oh, yeah. He's going to basically chase you up to you. And it's going to hit you with his longsword.
Does him running by me initiate attack of opportunity?
He is still in your range, so no.
Ah, dang it.
I think if you had, what's it called? If you had, what
Sentinel.
is it? Sentinel or something like that.
Oh, the feet.
Oh, yeah, Warcaster. That's what I'm thinking. I'm assuming 11 doesn't hit you.
It does not.
No. Yep. It tries to hit you with the long sword, but you're able to easily dodge out of its way as he tries to strike at you. Let me just double check. He doesn't have. No, he doesn't. Okay, cool. Nero, it's your turn.
As much as he appreciates being back to back against Tate, Nero is going to move. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So
this side of the guy.
As you do move away, that enforcer that's next to Tate is going to take an attack of opportunity on you.
That's fine.
Actually, he's not, because I have tempestuous magic, which allows me to hover 10 feet off the ground. That prevents me from provoking opportunity attacks.
You son of a bitch! That's right. Fuck stormtroopers, dude. Oh, all right. Go do what you need to. God damn it.
So he's going to line up the 2 acolytes. He's going to take a moment. He's going to kind of like do one of those numbers and cast lightning bolt at 3rd level.
Go for it. What is the save they need to make? DC 16 Dex.
They take 28 damage if they fail, half if they succeed. So 14.
All right.
It'll be the 2 acolytes.
Yes.
Oh, love it. I love when they
That
line
one
up.
passes, so that one is going to take just 14. It did some fucking damage to it, though. I will say that. And then the other one,
28 full damage.
Full damage as it basically blasts him away, and he is on the floor dead.
Ooh.
One shot
if-
killed.
If you were in the spot of Fateless Acolyte number 1 right next to him, you'd hear him quietly right before he said it going, "Come
Yes, of course, of course, of course.
Love it.
Fantastic.
And that is my turn.
Nero totally puts off weeb vibes.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my god. He has the original manga back in his bag.
Oh God.
Oh God.
So
guys.
Eden, you see a fireball blast into the air around the area where Nero and Tate ran off to.
Right.
And then you hear a crackle of lightning energy coming from that area as well.
I say to the rest of the party, our friends are in danger. And I am going to use my new ability because it is dark.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do Steps of Night.
Oh,
Yeah.
remind me
So
what that
as a
does again.
As a bonus action, if you're in dim light or darkness, you can magically give yourself a flying speed equal to your walking speed for 1 minute.
Hell yeah.
So I take off, like Eden flies 30 feet.
Yep.
And then as her action will continue another 30 feet so that she's there.
Okay. Yep. I will put you here. You essentially land right at the corpse of the acolyte.
I will sense and smell the ozone in the air. I don't smell. You know what I
No,
mean.
you don't. You don't smell.
But I feel, because I'm metal, that's it. I'll feel like that, the static electricity that's still remaining, and go look at Tate and be like, good. And that is actually, wait, movement and bonus action. Right? Because bonus action, no, it is, never mind.
Yeah.
Move and then action to move. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was doing the math wrong in my head.
No
I had
worries.
thought about doing something else and I changed my mind.
You're good. You're fine. You can see yourself on the map now on your end, right? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay. He's on the map, folks, if you can't see it in the stream for some reason. Cool. All right. And on that, there we go. The other enforcer, you see as he reaches out with his hand as what appears to be necrotic energy begins to form within his hand. Tate, let me check on something real quick. Tate, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, easily past that. You feel as this enforcer is trying to pull the life force out of you, but you're able to stand strong and keep it from taking anything from you. The acolyte that is still standing is going to what does he have?
Everything.
Not really. He's going to hit you, Nero, with his club.
Counterspell. Oh, wait, never mind.
Assuming a 13 does not hit. No, it doesn't.
13 does not hit.
No. Okay, so he misses with the club, and then on his bonus action, He is going to cast spiritual weapon. Putting a weapon to do. Let me put that there. Ba ba ba. God dang it! What is going on? Hi, there it is. There we go. That's the weapon. And it is in the form of a... it's going to be in the form of a longsword. And it is going to swing at you, Eden.
I just got here.
Yeah. Right in his line of sight. And what is his spellcasting modifier? Apologies as I look this up. Aha. But the weapon is not going to hit.
Okay.
Edness, you're up. You just saw Eden basically start flying and zooming towards where Tate and Nero went.
All right. Edness will move 25 feet in that direction.
Okay.
Am I able to see anything that's going on from where I'm at?
You can see flashes of energies between the trees. You can't really see people, but you could see like the flashes of radiance, necrotic, the lightning, all that stuff coming through. So you know you're going in the right direction.
But I can get a general idea of where I could cast a spell and target an area with it, correct?
What are you trying to do?
Cast spiritual weapon at 3rd level.
I'm gonna say, since you can't really make out where it's happening, you could see in the distance just through the trees. I'm gonna say you can't really get a straight line of sight to where they are.
No, I just want to see an opening in the trees and cast it within that area.
You need to go a little bit further to get a line of sight.
Okay, then I'll move 25 feet closer.
Okay.
As my action.
Okay.
And then I'll cast spiritual weapon at 3rd level.
Fantastic. And where do you want to put your weapon?
Right between the 2 enforcers.
Right between the 2 enforcers. All right. Let's I will go ahead and make you this fake spiritual weapon for the sake of this. Token. And boop, there it is. That is what your spiritual weapon is going to look like. You can attack with it.
I don't see it.
It should appear eventually. There is one between the 2 enforcers, so.
Okay. So I'm going to use my Warhammer attack to attack with it.
Go ahead. Which one are you attacking? The top one on the top or the bottom?
The one on the bottom because it's undamaged.
All right. You are going to miss. Unfortunately, 13 is not enough. Anything else?
And that'll be it.
Cool. Top of the order, Tate. You're up.
So Tate is going to slide down here. He was going to go there, but now there's a glowing weapon there.
Yep.
So he's going to come down here. He's going to look at the two guys in front of him. He's like, you'd think after all this time, you guys would be good at this. And he's going to cast Green Flame Blade on the main one that was talking.
Okay.
Sorry, Goose. Quick thing. Riku, you said it was a 13 to hit?
Yes.
What did a 15 hit? Is the modifier should be 2 higher?
No.
Okay. Because my modifier to hit with the spiritual weapon is +7 instead of +5.
Yep. Unfortunately, it would not. It would still not hit it.
Okay. Go ahead, Goose. Sorry.
That's a 23 to hit the top one.
Fantastic. Yeah, you hit it.
So hold on. I got to roll a bunch of dice real quick.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
So that's for sneak attack. And that's Green Flame Blade. So 16.
That one is not looking good. As you hit it, and it's can feel the fire effects from the Green Flame Blade, and he looks at you and goes, "You're gonna regret this one day. You get that, traitor?"
Well, I might regret it, but unfortunately, you're not going to be here to see it. And I'm going to hit him with the other rapier.
Go for it.
Damn, 14.
Not gonna hit, as he dodges out of the way real quick. And is that it?
That's there. Yeah, I want to slide down here.
Oh, actually, before you move.
Okay.
As you go in for your attack, you kind of feel yourself off as you go to swing with your attack. you know what I'm going for here.
Yeah.
You realize something comes to your mind that maybe you can get lucky with where you're striking. All you got to do is flick the coin.
Yep. So I'm just going to reach up with my right thumb on Fortune's favor, and I'm just going to give it a spin.
Go ahead and roll that D20 again.
Yeah, as soon as you started saying it, I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a lot better.
Hey.
I'm not going to have you roll just given the damage that you would have done anyway. How do you want to do this?
So as soon as he says, I might live to regret it, but you're not going to be here to see it, just real quick, he's going to come up and just stab him right in the throat.
As he falls back dead.
Cool.
He had 3 HP left. But damn, nice one, I will say. Cool.
And then he's gonna the very last thing he's gonna do, he's gonna look down at the one that's just to the south of him.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna kind of give him a wink and swing both rapiers in a circle.
What are you trying to do? Scare him off?
Maybe intimidate him a little bit.
Lordy. All right. Nero, it's your turn.
So Nero is right next to this acolyte here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to cast Chromatic Orb at 2nd level. He's he puts his hand out just looking at him.
Oh, now it shows.
A 4-inch orb appears in his hand, just crackling with electric energy, and he just looks and says, "Oh, hey, catch this."
Go ahead and cast it.
Does a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is going to hit for 20 damage.
Oh,
Explain
Oh.
how this ball of lightning kills this guy as he, you say, think fast, and he catches it.
Yeah, as he catches it, it gets into his hands, and you see his hands kind of melt into the sides of it. It's just like pulse after pulse after pulse of electricity going down, just skin charring off, and it's like he falls over, still holding it, and it just dissipates.
Yep. As he falls down into the ground, just still crackling with that energy. Yeah. he's
Anybody
dead.
else feel like a fried egg?
Yeah, kick him a little bit.
Oh, that means the spiritual weapon also disappears
hey,
that he had. Nice. Eden, it's your turn. There's just one acolyte left, or an enforcer.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I need to hide it. Fuck it. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll cast. We'll do it. I want to hit this guy. So our attempt anyway.
All right.
We'll just do a first level guiding bolt.
Fantastic.
We'll see what happens.
22 will hit.
For 14 damage.
14 damage, and attacks against him have advantage.
And it's not even like I'm sensing, like, you know, I come flying in, and I see like Tate just skewers this guy with the sword. Another spiritual weapon comes down, electricity flying everywhere. It's sort of a like and bolt, just like casual throwing of a spell. You should run.
You should run.
You should run.
Anything else for you?
No, that's all.
Cool. This last one that just got hit with the guiding bolt looks at you eat it, and then back at you, Tate, and also seeing Nero in the back, and he looks at you both and goes, "We'll be back for you. Promise." As he takes what looks like a crystal ball out of his pocket and slams it on the ground within a poof of smoke. And when the smoke clears, he is gone.
Counterspell?
It's an item.
Ah, dang it. I'll use it one of these days.
One of these days you'll get it. But yeah.
Oh, never mind. That's a spell. Never mind. I can't do it as a reaction.
I'm just looking forward to the day when you can counterspell a melee attack. That's going to be
Right.
epic.
But yeah, with combat over, you have 3 of the bodies there on the ground. And Tate with some new interesting powers that
And Eden is floating, so
Eden is floating. Tate has this green and this golden emerald rapier. And Nero can actually control the element of what his ball actually does.
nice.
But yeah,
Well,
these
that was...
yeah.
Who were they?
It's a henchman with common sense for once.
Well, one.
Oh, and Tate, you realize through all of that chaos, Goblin found his way back into your hoodie.
He's a good boy. I'm gonna look over where the fish was. Is it just completely gone?
No, it's like half eaten. Maybe a bit charred from the lightning bolt.
I'm just gonna give him a little, like, reach out, give him a little scritch. Good boy.
Oh.
I still would like to know who they were.
So Tate's gonna acknowledge that you're saying something, but he's got his new rapier and he's gonna kind of like point down at the dude that he just killed. He's gonna look up at Nero. I remember them being a lot better.
Man, like, honestly, it's kind of disappointing seeing where, that whole side of your history and everything. Like, you're so much better than them.
I really appreciate that, man. That means a lot. So,
Rangoon up on her shoulder.
Eden short version. Remnants of my family. Nero hates his family. Mine's trying to kill me. And him, technically.
Yeah, it seems like I was just more of an accessory, really.
I think they were actually looking for me this time, which I'm not completely used to that, but I thought maybe I had a little bit of distance between us.
As you point down at the corpse, you do notice it's pocket on its chest. There is a piece of paper coming out of it.
I'll reach down.
Sorry about that, guys. That
No worries.
tab closed on my browser.
All good. It happens. You pull it out, and when you open it up, you see a poster. And the top of the poster looks very familiar to the same one that Nero found. It announces the Aspengard Expo. But this is more in text, so there's more information. It appears to be a monthly exposition of the abilities of the Aspengard family. You see basically what appears to be pictures of all of Nero's siblings and their specialties, of almost like their celebrity guests of get to meet these people. You see, as well as a big picture, the largest picture on the page is his father. Near the bottom of the page, you see Nero's picture circled in red ink, kind of giving you the idea is that they were after Nero here. You were just happened to be the icing on the cake. Next to Nero's name, it says, well, it's actually ripped a bit apart, but it's something about returning Nero. But that's with how it's ripped off at the bottom. That's all you can make out for now. But it appears that the Aspengard family is still alive and doing well for themselves, hosting an exhibition of their powers.
So I'm going to go and I'm going to make the motion of throwing the paper towards Nero. Mm-hmm. And right as I do, my hand is going to stop, but then my mage hand is going to come off of my hand and carry the paper through the continuous motion over to and I'm like, wow, looks like we had it backwards. Apparently I was the accessory.
He's going to take the paper out of his mage hand and look at it, and you just see all the color drain from his face. Just
I mean, at least your family's doing well.
Mm,
You say that
He's
like
gonna-
it's a good thing.
It had a question mark
Nero's-
at the end.
No, Nero's going to take the poster, crumple it up, put his hand behind it, point it off to the sky, do a fireball or a fire blast. Firebolt? Firebolt. That's a cantrip. Firebolt it into burnt confetti. And just kind of look at Eden, who came running when she saw the fight happening. Edness, Meek, he sees Tate, and he's like, "This is my family right here."
aw.
Feelings mutual, buddy.
Olivier looks up at you because you didn't mention him, and he goes, "Even me?"
Especially you, Olivier.
If his eyes could turn into hearts, it would.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
I appreciate that. Where was the expo? Did it say where the
Oh.
expo was?
Yes, it did. I will give that to you because it did. You probably saw it.
I was just gonna say, like, maybe we could, because if it happens to be in Long Saddle, they were literally heading there. Might not be a good thing to go there, but our
It's not a long
Tribor,
saddle.
just the places we're heading. I don't,
I just imagine Nero kind of like looking up at the sky. Oh shit!
I mean,
It is right outside Waterdeep,
Oh, where his home is.
Yeah.
Okay.
but not in city limits. Surprisingly.
Okay.
Like if you were to look at the map and look at where Waterdeep is, it would be in between Waterdeep and Amphail.
Oh, so kind of like in the hills between the
Yes.
Sword Mountains and okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's odd.
that's dumb. Why am I looking at it without my glasses on? That's stupid.
So I guess it looks like we're taking you home there, bud.
Yeah, well, it had to happen sometime, but
Maybe
maybe.
we can think about it, but we do know now that we may need to be more on guard, considering, especially since
Yeah.
they're apparently hiring your family, Tate.
Surprisingly.
I'll say you can't really tell that.
Okay.
They may have found the poster just to get a picture of Nero to know who their target is. Not necessarily hired.
Got it. Sorry, I'm not crying. My eyes are.
Oh, such an emotional scene.
Yeah.
It's a really emotional, man.
Oh God. It happens every night.
So
Lyta's death did nothing to you?
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
The anyway, so I think well, that was enough excitement for one evening.
So why did they call you traitor?
I mean, you guys are going to find out at some point. So they are. I've mentioned the Fateless before. They worship Cyric, who is a fucking dick, and he's just gonna put a middle finger straight up to the air.
Smite. No, I'm kidding.
May God strike me down.
And they are a cult. They are a bunch of clerics and paladins who have trained to be assassins, and they kill anyone that uses magic that is not divine. They see arcanists as an abomination. Hence why they tried to kill me. And why they're after him.
They considered you a traitor because you started to learn how to use arcane magic.
I found out that I could do it one day. It was an accident. I wasn't trying to. It just kind of happened. And I did what any kid would do and went and told my mom and dad. And they tried to kill me. Gave me this.
So you didn't turn on them, they turned on you.
I'm evil.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
To them.
To them. But you're not evil. Evil wouldn't have that, and I point to Goblin. Evil wouldn't have saved us many, many times over.
Evil would have sided with Vecna.
Also that. It's easy to believe the lies, especially when they come from your family. Doesn't even begin to make them true.
Well, they want me dead. So, I mean, there's not any really strong ties there.
Yeah. So, good.
So,
Eat some food.
That's my story.
Nero's going to walk up and summon another chromatic orb and hand it to Tate and be like, you want to hit him with this? Pointing at the dead body. It's like, it'll make you feel better.
Actually, I want to try something.
Oh?
And he's going to put his hand straight down. And he's going to cast 2 Eldritch Blasts straight into the body.
Double tap.
Triple.
Yes.
He's just going to kind of look at his hand. I see why you like doing that so much. That feels good.
I kind of can't unsummon this, so if you could, like... I was kind of banking on you taking it, but, it's cool.
So
there's another body right here. Just if we're getting rid of the bodies.
He'll scoop it out of your hand and just like toss it at the other acolyte.
Yeah, doesn't that feel better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
have to acknowledge something, Tate. You're acting a little strange here.
What do you mean?
You haven't looted the corpses yet.
That is a very fair point.
Well, we can't now. There's nothing there.
There's nothing left of them.
I'm sure there's still like,
all over again.
I'm sure just like his midsection is gone. I'm sure there's still like arms and legs I can look through.
Yeah, they don't have much on them. All 3 of them are carrying a copy of that poster, just to know what their target looks like.
Oh, hey man, look, I found another one.
Yes, thank you. Ha.
Maybe don't blow that one up.
Yeah, kind of. Sometimes you got to run before you walk,
No, I get it. We've all been there.
Cool.
Oh,
But yeah, they don't really have anything additional on them. The only other things you find is the clubs the two acolytes had and a longsword that the one enforcer you killed had.
yeah.
Anybody want a
Leave it.
longsword?
Leave it. It's a message.
I went Eden on that one.
I'm gonna like I literally I take it from you, and if there's like any of the body left, I'm just gonna stab it right into the body.
Well, since what I was gonna do is I was gonna take the two corpses of the acolytes and like drag them over to like a tree, and then take what's left of that enforcer and like kind of like just like slop it over there too, and then put each of the swords or like put the sword like kind of like through the enforcer, so it's kind of like holding his body up a little bit, and then just throw the clubs on the other two.
Okay. We can make that scene.
Also, thank you for the raid, Sparkles.
Hey.
Nice to have you all here in the middle of our D&D game tonight, where they just killed a bunch of acolytes and a little bit of personal stories being revealed, for better or worse.
For better or worse. And I have a surprise when we get to camp.
Oh.
You didn't cook again, did you?
No.
Okay.
No. I did not.
Well,
However, Edness will grab one of the other posters and writes on the back of it, or like flips it over and writes on the back of it, Tate sends his regards, and just slaps it on the bodies.
and I'm gonna draw the symbol for Sirik on it with my finger, cross it out, and then draw the symbol for tomorrow right over top of it.
Hell yeah. Awesome.
And then I'm gonna like thrust my arm out, and the sword is gonna like vanish, and it's just gonna turn back into the coin.
God, I love that.
That's handy.
Yeah, we can have a discussion about that, but maybe not tonight.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired.
I figured that's a good. Let's head back to a camp.
Let's do that.
Cool. So you head back to camp and settle in for your night. Anything else you want to do before you go to bed? Yes.
We're not going to go into like I apologize that I let you all set up camp, but I have a surprise, as I said. And I take a minute and I cast Liamon's tiny hut.
Oh, you're the best.
That's way better than your cooking.
Thank you. So it says 10-foot radius immovable dome of force springs into existence around and above you, and remains stationary for a duration. I should probably throw that in the go away. I don't have a lot of 3rd level spells, but for you guys.
But you're also about to take a rest.
That was Moonbeam. What the fuck?
That was not. That is not Lehman's tiny hut.
Why is it okay?
Layman's tiny hut does last for 8 hours, though.
Yeah.
That was the real surprise. You think you're getting a rest? Psych.
Boom, you're all dead.
It's really nice for you to use moon or to use lemon
That's a
tiny.
really shitty way to find out that Eden's the BBEG.
Oh God.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that.
As Ian just suddenly turns into Vecna and goes, "Oh shit!"
Something has changed. It's not for some reason it's copying. It has Liam Entire Hut has the same as Moonbeam, just in
Weird.
alchemy. It's fine,
Okay,
whatever.
fix that later.
That's fine. You know Liam's Tiny Hut. 9 creatures. A spell fails in its area. Oh no. Creatures in the object when you cast a spell can move through it freely. Yeah, all letter creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry, regardless of weather outside.
Yay. Fantastic.
There you go.
And so now you
Good,
can
because the
all
weather
rest
outside is frightful.
Uh-huh.
Cool. All right. You have a nice rest. You get your long rest. Up comes the morning and you continue your journeys. As you continue to walk, it feels like the more you walk on this road, you don't even need to detect magic, but you can feel the weave and magical forces kind of growing stronger as you approach Longsaddle. Now Longsaddle, if you remember, let me pull something up here real quick. Longsaddle is kind of just a small little like hamlet. But despite it being very small, it was a member of the Lord's Alliance, and mostly because of the powerful Harple family that resided there. However, as you arrive to this small town, it is just ruins now. Not a soul in sight. You can still feel the power lingering from the battle that happened here. Even to the fact that as you look out, you kind of see some figures moving around. But with no casters. You spot a giant floating hand. A floating void sword. And what appears to be a shadow going across the grounds. Nero, being so high into spellcasting yourself, you're able to identify these as living spells.
Oh no.
They seem pretty dormant. The knowledge you have of them is that they essentially don't attack unless threatened. But essentially, you are all seeing a living Bigsby hand, a living Blade of Disaster, and a living Demiplane making its way through this town.
Okay. So treat them like giant beehives. Don't mess with them. They won't mess with you. Just leave them be, because if they see us as an enemy, we're gonna be in. For
They
some
will
trouble.
crush us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You do see in the distance that large building is the Ivy Mansion, where the Harples once resided. And in the town, most of the buildings are destroyed and crumpled, but the one that is probably the most put together you see called the Gambling Golem, which is essentially a feast hall. So as you pass through this town, you witness all this. The rest I'll leave up to you of what you decide to do from here.
well, that's something.
Not saying that there couldn't be anything worthy of finding here. I mean, this is essentially just a way station on our way to Tribor. But if we do end up deciding to go through and see what we can find here, we need to tread carefully. Okay?
Agreed. That is, if we wish to stay here. Well, not stay. Do we want to look around?
I'm leaving that up to the group. I'm just letting you know what danger there is.
All right, so I walk
I
away
think-
for a second. What's the bad stuff?
So there are living spells,
Some living spells.
which are dormant. They're not hostile. They're just sort of there. They won't attack you unless provoked.
It's a Bigsby's hand, a void sword of destruction,
It's a blade of
and an
disaster.
element, or blade of disaster, and a
Demiplane.
Demiplane.
wandering plane, or demiplane.
Yeah. So it can be very bad. But we don't have to attack if we're just going to just look around.
Yeah, the spells are just minding their own business.
Are there people here outside of the spells?
Nope.
No.
Or is it Ghost Town?
Someone summoned them to essentially act as a deterrent, probably.
Yeah, this was
Or
a
the
site.
remnants from the battle.
Yeah, it looks like a big battle happened here. And you can feel a lot of arcane and eldritch energy in the area.
So
Because
if we
don't
want, we can definitely
summon
look.
living spells.
Mm.
Well, the way I see it, we got two options. A, we can stick around. If there's nobody here and there's literal spells guarding the place, might be some opportunity to find some good stuff. Or B, we just make a wide berth and keep moving on. And don't risk it.
And there's a
Like,
building that's still intact, right?
There's a it's in like it's standing intact, called the Gambling Golem. It's kind of like a feast hall area. And then you have the mansion itself on the far end that is there. Those are really the two like only notable places that would even be worth looking into.
I mean, Eden's not recent past, but previous history with the Slayers. is not slavers. I forgot what I call them.
The salvagers.
Salvagers is kicking in. Like, there's bound to be something here. If nothing else.
There might be something we can use against Vecna.
I say let's check out the hall.
We've got some ways to, and we know that there are spells here. We know to kind of keep distance. We can always do that, and then we're just going to check a couple of places out. Check the hall, maybe check the mansion. And if there's nothing, there's nothing. If there's something, there's something. It never hurts to look.
Yeah, we don't have to
present yourself as a threat. That's the only thing.
Right.
Yeah, and let's not waste time. Let's just get in,
Look
take
around.
a look, see what's what, move on.
Right.
So start with the hall.
I think that's
Cool.
fair. Yes.
Cool. So you're headed into the feast hall. You're entering the gambling golem. So yeah, it looks like it was pretty. What it used to be is a pretty friendly feast hall. You could see all the amenities that it used to be there, covered in dust and cracks. Looking around the baseboards, mouse holes are just riddled about. There's a couple dusty kegs and maybe some marbles that are scattered around the floor. And as you enter, you hear a yowl, a cat's yowl. As you turn and see what looks like a gray alley cat who spots you and is kind of like hissing at you, and then goes and runs behind some of the cabinets.
Does Goblin react at all?
Goblin kind of meows back, and that's what gets this cat to like run away for a little bit.
Mm.
It's like the cat is just like peering around, just watching you move.
Okay. So I'll just start looking around, just seeing if there's anything. I will do for the hell of it, first level detect magic.
You cast detect magic and you are blinded.
Oh,
basically.
Oh, that's right.
Because the concentration of magic in the area obscures everything.
Ow.
You see every arcane energy at once just swirling around. It basically looks like you are blinded, and then now it looks like you are looking into an acid trip right now. With all the colors of all the energies just swirling.
I forgot about that. I turn it off. Like, it's beautiful, but no. It's too much.
Yeah. Looking around, you do see the two kegs. One is labeled Ivy Port and the other is labeled Ivy Lager. Kind of take a look at them. They seem to still have liquid in them.
Nero's gonna look at Tate,
Yes.
I don't drink.
Have you tried?
They did drink with us once.
Yeah, it's
It
just gonna be,
sounded like heavy rain hitting a tin roof, but the attempt was made.
Is it, knowing what I know about casting spells and everything, is there a way to can I do like an insight check or an investigation to see if I can find if there's any traps in the building?
Yeah, I would do.
Yeah. I'll just say there's no traps, nothing.
Okay. Like a little, like accidentally left behind spells or something to. Okay, so.
Yep, no traps.
Actually, we found the trap and triggered it. It's called the cat.
there we go.
You did find a cat. An actual cat this time.
Well, that's boring.
But it's not in a hat.
Ba-dum-bum.
So yeah.
Are you drinking?
Well, then I'm just gonna kind of like hop behind the bar
Mm-hmm.
and kind of see if there's anything behind there that stands out or like gives like, I don't know, like any like information or anything.
No, not really. A lot of all the other kegs there are empty. There's not, all the bottles are empty. This place was abandoned long ago, it feels like. So you really only have those 2 kegs of anything in it to say.
Cool. Then I will grab. I'm assuming there's some mugs there at least. Then.
Yeah.
Then I'll just grab 4 mugs, kind of like blow the dust or whatever out of them, give them a quick wipe, and then walk over to those 2 barrels.
Cool. Yep. One is port, the other is lager.
Oh, Nero fancies the port. That's more along his lines.
Yeah, that's where Tate would probably go to. I'm assuming Meek would go for the lager.
Probably.
It doesn't
Meat
matter.
doesn't drink.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Meat can't drink. Doesn't drink either.
Well,
It's
we
Meat's
also got
son dead.
We have Olivier.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Olivier. What do you suggest?
I'm just gonna take a mug, put it in the port, and hand it to him.
Oh, okay.
Did you have given him that much? I mean, like, I don't think he's really ever had. You know what? Screw it. Let's see what happens.
Hey, Ollie. Ollie,
Yeah.
slow.
So
Already half gone.
2 gulps, not just 1.
3.
3.
3.
4.
Oh, okay. You forget he's a goblin.
Yeah, I'm like 4. Maybe 4.
I know, but we don't know how strong this stuff is either.
True.
Yeah, fair. Fair enough.
There's one way to find out.
Or how safe it is.
Cheers.
Ednis, are you drinking any?
Ednis doesn't know where that booze has been
In a barrel.
or what's been done to it.
It's been put in a barrel.
It was sealed. That's freshness, right?
Just know I am
Here,
immune to
hold on.
disease.
And I'll just take a
In a place that was a battlefield.
So what happened?
We don't know what magical effects have been put on it because of the lingering magic.
Well,
It's fine. He's just gonna drink.
Yeah, while he's being cautious, we're drinking.
Cool. After your first sip,
Yes.
Nero, Tate, and Olivier, you 3 suddenly feel the sensation of a free fall, followed by a mild whiplash as it jarringly comes to an end. What was the feast hall now looks like a giant castle to you, as it appears You have shrunk.
Did they
Oh,
shrink?
shit.
Yes. I need all three, the two of you, Tate and Nero, alongside Olivier, to please make me a perception check. Forgot to
Wait.
change.
You said a gray cat?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Wait a minute. Does that mean that like Rangoon is small too, or is Rangoon normal size?
Rangoon is small too.
Ah, okay. Darn, I can write him.
I think I know what cat we just found.
I shrunk, but Goblin didn't.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Goblin wouldn't shrink.
So I have no idea what's happening right now because I'm just like in cat.
You're writing your cat. Let's see if what Olivier sees, if anything.
God.
No. So Olivier is kind of just shocked by the moment. It's like, what happened? What happened? Nero, looking around, seeing how everything is much larger than you. You even see Eden and Ednis and Meek towering over you now too. You also spot the cat in the corner. It is now watching the three of you very intently, licking its lips.
Hey, can you sit Goblin on that?
Ednis will reach down and pick up Olivier and Nero.
Before you do that, real quick. The other thing that all three of you notice upon shrinking with no need for perception, one of the mouse holes appears to have a flickering light coming from it.
Yeah. By the way, I'm thinking that cat is Onyx.
It's not.
I am going to cast message and tell Eden that I found something and I'm going to try a thing. And I'm going to go towards that mouse hole.
Okay.
Okay. I can keep an eye on you.
You notice that the cat is kind of like it's like looking at the three of you shrunk intently, licking its lips, but it keeps looking back up to Eden and Ednis, like waiting for them to, almost like it's waiting for them to leave or also shrink before it pops out.
Right. So I kind of I'm looking, keeping an eye on Tate as they run off. Are you right? Did you like sort of Goblin and like
I wasn't, but I am now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Goblin's too big for the hole, but he can get you over to the hole.
Okay.
Yeah. Once Ednis picks up Nero and Olivier, they will put them on a table and then go grab the cat by the scruff.
You're gonna chase the cat?
Yep.
Okay. We'll get back to you then.
I didn't think this
Liv.
would come up again.
Oh, we're doing this again, huh? Yeah, in the meantime, actually, Ednis, go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check for now to see if you can catch it. But in the meantime,
And Ednis will cast guidance on themselves.
all right. Tate, you walk in there and the ceiling is pretty low, so it feels pretty cramped in there, despite there really being no visible walls. But what you do see is just cauldrons upon cauldrons upon cauldrons. Some of these cauldrons are bubbling and hissing. Others are emitting haunting spectral fog. One particularly large cauldron is what looks like it's made by a petrified turtle shell. Repeats prophetic warnings in some forgotten tongue. That are occasionally punctuated with screams that sound like those of a dying horse. You then spot an old crone in a tattered burlap cloak who's whistling to herself as she goes from cauldron to cauldron, stirring and tasting as she goes. Yeah, Edness, you can't catch the cat. It's running too well away from you.
Well, I still haven't been able to roll the D4 yet.
It's still too low. I'll tell you that. With
Okay.
a 4, yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen what I rolled yet, so
Yeah, you rolled a 4, so you're not catching this.
then
cat.
I'm not going to bother. But I'm keeping them away from the from my party mates. That's
Okay.
what matters.
Cool. So, Tate, yeah, what do you do? You see this crone just.
I'm gonna kind of hang back, and I'm going to cast message to Nero and let him know exactly what I'm seeing.
I forgot to mention this when you first cast message, but I'm gonna do it now.
Okay.
I need you to roll a D20. Oh, sorry, D100.
Okay.
Wild magic.
If it's a 4 and a 10, is that 40? Yeah, so 40.
Yes. You can do just R/R D100. That'll roll an actual D100.
Is it /R or is it R?
/R space 1D100. There we go.
70.
Yep. Cool. Nothing special happens.
Okay.
But you can feel like the magical energies around are reacting to you casting spells. Specifically, only like for Edness, when you cast guidance, you didn't really feel anything. This is only something that's affecting more arcane casters. So sorcerers, warlocks, and wizards. Anyway, go ahead. Do your message. Sorry to interrupt.
Nope, you're good.
And
so I would
Eldritch
explain
Knights
to
if
him,
we had them.
I would explain to him about the crone and the all the fluids.
Could have literally used any other word.
That was the first one that popped in my head.
Can I reply with message? I forget.
You can.
You can? Okay, so he's going to reply, Sweet Talker. You got this.
That's what I was afraid you were going to say.
If you look up at him and Olivia at the table, he's just like,
So, it's going to end so badly. Kate will walk up. Hello? Excuse me, madam?
the crone kind of picks her head up and looks at you and goes, and she starts cackling when she sees you. When she speaks, her words have a lifting quality to them, as much song as conversation, as she says, "Little mousy Baba Harple hides in her dark old hidey hole, she does. Hides from the so-called King of Death, Vecna, and his litchy lapdogs. Don't think to look for Baba Harpnell amidst the mice, so they will never find her. And so sweet Baba Harple brews her plots with tender loving care, she does." The crone then dips a withered finger into a cauldron full of writhing tentacles before licking a cling with a long forked tongue. "A few more years for this one, but it can still use some intrigue." The crone deftly dumps a jar of what looks like partially congealed blood into the cauldron before continuing. "Barbara Harple brews hundreds of plots, she does. Some take days, they do, and some take centuries, they do." She gestures to one nearby cauldron. "This one here is almost done, it is. It just needs a few more ingredients and some time to simmer."
Did
It's a trap.
did I hear you call yourself a Harple?
Why, yes. I am Barbara Harple. Yes, I am.
Well, it's wonderful to meet you. Are you the only Harple left here?
Yes. Barbara Harple's family, you could say, vanished from this area, trying to escape Vecna. But Barbara Harple stayed. Yes, she did. Able to hide and continue my brews.
Can you tell me a little bit about like what happened?
Oh, certainly. I am not going to continue to do the Baba Harple voice for this
You're ruining it.
because when this gives you a full page of backstory to give you, actually, so essentially what she describes to you is this. Vecna pretty much knew that a family of archmages was nothing to take lightly. In the early days of his conquest, Vecna sent a small army of liches to the Ivy Mansion, demanding that the Harples surrender and swear fealty to Vecna. The Harples refused, and what followed was an arcane battle like the likes of which the realms have rarely witnessed. Although the Harples managed to evacuate the village inhabitants, Long Saddle itself was utterly destroyed, as you saw. A few days of battle, the tireless undead liches triumphed over the exhausted Harples. The Ivy Mansion's defenses were finally breached and the structure was demolished, killing the Harples who were trapped inside. Or so the world thought. In truth, the Harples were saved by the quick thinking of the eccentric Siegfried Harple. Siegfried was an arcane cosmologist who specialized in the study of the heavens, particularly the moon. He was able to use an enchanted telescope to secretly transport his family to a safe house on the moon. The Harples have lived there ever since, rebuilding their Ivy Mansion and plotting their revenge. So that's what happened to the Harples. They live on the fucking moon.
That's fucking crazy.
There's some other stuff, but that's a bit for later on in the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what she tells you.
So why did you not go with them? Why did you stay here?
Let's see. Does she give an explanation for that? I want because Baba Harpo likes the uh atmosphere of Total a lot more than the wild space. Plus, look at how much work Baba is able to get done.
That's a fair argument. Random question. Just side note. Is that cat yours?
Oh, Fessler. No. Fessler just hangs around here. He kind of has made it his home. Kind of why Baba Harple likes to hang out with the mice in these walls.
Because it's safer?
You can say that.
Would you be interested in coming out from the walls?
Oh, no. Baba Harper likes the being out here. I can get a lot done, and this is Baba Harper's home for life. As long as I'm here, we're winning, and not Vecna.
That's true. So what do all your potions do?
Oh, they do so much. It will take a long time to explain every one of my concoctions. However, if you're willing to help me with finding some ingredients, I may be able to use some of these cauldrons to your benefit, if you would like.
I mean, I'm a big fan of scratching each other's backs, as it were.
Fantastic. Well, if you're able to return, then you see that cauldron in the back as he points to a cauldron that is surrounded by skulls. You bring me the ingredient I need, and I will allow you to use that cauldron whenever you need. Specifically, to bring back your compatriots or friends if they ever do pass from this mortal worm. Essentially, what she's explaining to you is that cauldron can cast Raise Dead.
Well, that's pretty gnarly.
So, all I need you to do is to take these 4 stones, and they need to be concentrated in pure elemental energy.
Which element?
Well, she pulls out a blue sapphire and goes, this one is for water. Pulls out a yellow one. This one for earth. Pulls out a red one. This for fire. And a green one where she goes, this for wind. Now, down by to about the southeast of Tribor, you'll find the Temple of Elemental Unity. All you gotta do is bring each one of these stones. You don't need to do all of them, but you only need to do one of these stones into its appropriate portal far enough that it absorbs the energy, and then bring it back here. That's all.
Anytime anybody says that's all, it's never that simple.
I mean, if you want more, I can give you a whole list of stuff I want, but I mean, that's all I'm really asking for is one of them. More is great, but all I need is one.
Okay. I'll put my hand out to take them from her.
Fantastic. And she gives you the 4 gems essentially, which are a blue sapphire, a red corundum, a yellow diamond, and an emerald. Now, is there any other help I can give you?
We can so it's not just me. I got my friends with me too.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with this. I can talk to them and let them know exactly what's going on, and then we can kind of go from there.
Sounds good.
Oh, also, quick question. So, 2 of my friends and I, we drank the port that's in the barrel,
Mm-hmm.
and it made us shrink. Would it be a crazy shot in the dark to think that if we drink the lager, it'll make us large again?
Yes. Drink up some of that foul lager you do, and it will return you to normal size.
Perfect.
Well, I'll get back to my work. If you need anything, just come on back, and just watch out for that cat when you come down to my size.
Are you close with the cat?
No.
Okay. Just didn't need to know if we needed to be concerned for its safety or anything.
Yep. All right. And she goes back to tending to her cauldrons.
And I will
Uh,
walk out, and I will saddle back up on Goblin and run towards them.
All right. Cool. And then
And I'll cast message to Nero. Drink the lager.
Oh, I gotta.
I mean, unless you want to stay tiny.
Fine.
Are you going to be able to get the lager?
All you got to do is open the barrel.
We can't
or
open the
send message to one of the 2 of us.
Ah,
Can you cast message?
Ah.
Or am I the only one that can cast message?
sorry for those
Well-
for those of you who are wondering what Damon's reacting to. I put a picture of Baba Harple in our Discord chat, so if you want to see what it looks like.
I'm good.
Anywho,
Mhm.
continue.
I've been keeping an eye on the cat.
Oh,
Just
you also been seeing Edna's chasing it down.
Or at least
Yeah.
trying to.
The tentacles are crazy.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. So yeah,
Not want to be
I
in the
will,
business end of those pseudopods.
I will cast message to Eden and tell them that they need to open the barrel of lager and give some to us so we can return to normal size.
Affirmative. I go to the thing with the lager and I pour a glass of it, and then I try to find like a little saucer as opposed to like a glass. I'll say like something like that's a little bit lower to the ground. I don't know how.
You find a plate that was left out for Fessler that has like remnants of milk in it.
Take the milk out, put the lager on it, just sort of balance it on there. And then I take it to the table where Olivier and Nero are.
Cool.
And then I grab Goose. I'm going to keep saying Goose. Grab Tate and bring him up onto the table.
All right. You're up on the table.
Drink Harvey.
You know, Bad enough.
Ian, you might want to step back away from the table.
Oh, that was the plan. Just
It's bad enough we have to drink this lager, but to drink it out of a cat's saucer is just degrading.
Well, not even that. And I'm not gonna question their judgment, but I feel like this would have been a better idea if they would have just left us on the floor.
Wait, but let me try something really quick. Olivier, what's that? He's gonna point off to the side and just like trip him into the saucer.
As you do so, you see Olivier begin to grow on top of the saucer to the size of the to basically. Olivier is now face down on the table, on top of the plate.
It worked.
oh,
All right.
welcome. I kind of
Tate's gonna put his hand out for a
Now-
fist bump. That was a good one.
Appreciate it.
Good lord.
Agnes will help Olivier off the table.
Thank you.
After you, handsome.
Nero's gonna hold his mohawk back and just go down and lap it up.
And with your first sip, you feel yourself.
Okay. That was disorienting.
And then I'll bring up the rear.
And you grow up to your large size again. And you're back to normal.
Now, what did we learn about drinking random booze?
Delicious.
Dude, that port, like, despite the fact that it shrank us down to like the size of a mouse, it was so good.
It was actually quite tasty.
Mhm.
was it though?
Fantastic.
I wonder what it would do for. I wonder if it would shrink Eden. Like, I'm just curious now.
Hey, Eden. Hey,
science.
hey, Eden.
Yes.
Can you drink?
We have
something
an
plant?
idea.
What?
Can you drink some of that port for science?
For science?
We're running an
They
experiment.
want to see if
We
it'll shrink you.
drink the port, and then we'll feed you the lager. Just
I am curious. I am
Agnes will
resistant
do
to
something
poison,
different for science.
and I'm immune to disease.
Agnes will drink
So-
some of the lager.
Oh no! Wait, no! Stop! Oh,
Nothing happens.
Nero is. Oh
Okay.
damn!
so
For
we
a
know
second, Nero was so excited.
that. So, okay, I am immune to disease and
Mhm.
resistant to poison. Just so
Mhm.
you're aware. So we'll
Mhm.
see. And I'm gonna like pour a little bit of the port. Say Mazel Tov. Don't know why.
Mhm. And you're gonna
Just-
drink it?
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Oh.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Not only did we learn
Okay.
something new, but we also learned that Eden is kosher. That is
Oh my god.
Good one.
okay.
Good one. That was good. That was good.
All right.
So
Well-
I'm going to venture the guess the port will only work on organic beans.
I honestly just
Organic.
pretty much
And-
flipped a coin to see if it does anything or not.
we learned a lot here today.
Yes, you did.
Speaking of which, what did you learn in the hole?
So,
There was a hole.
Yes.
yes, there's
Besides the one in his mouth.
yes. So not all the Harples are still alive.
Oh.
What the fuck is his name? Baba Harple?
Siegfried. Oh, the one in the hole?
Yeah.
Baba.
So Baba Harple is still here. He is literally the size of a mouse, and he has been brewing concoctions in
You
that
mean
hole.
she?
She. Sorry. That's a very masculine picture. I'm sorry.
Oh, good.
Uh-huh.
And all of the rest of the Harples, they basically fake their deaths. They're still alive on the moon.
They're on the moon?
They have a secret base hidden on the moon. They teleported themselves there.
Are you sure?
I'm just learning about science or learning about magic. I'm just learning about magic, but with some of the crazy stuff that I've seen so far, it doesn't seem so far outside of the realm of possibility.
Fair.
Plus,
There are people with. There are things that can be done with arcane magic with the right people that are going to be beyond our grasp.
plus the
True.
Harples are legendary.
Mm-hmm.
True. Well,
But they did fight Vecna.
good.
All right. Well, with that exploration out of the way, that is where we're going to call it for tonight. We'll let
Yay.
you continue exploring the rest of Long Saddle and the rest of your journey when we return in a couple weeks. So thank you all for joining us. We'll go around, do a quick round of reintroductions. Who you played, where we can find you, and what else do you think we're gonna find here in Long Saddle? We'll start with Goose.
Hey guys, I am Goose. I have been playing Tate, the rogue sorcerer warlock. Warlock's new. It's pretty awesome. You can catch me here every other Thursday playing with these guys, having a blast. And then you should also check out every other Monday. Was it last Monday that you guys played Wind Riders?
Yes.
So
So it's
not
gonna be
this
on.
It'll be
it'll
next
up-
Monday.
It's this coming Monday.
Yes.
Yes.
Make sure you check out this coming Monday where they play Wind Riders of Aria using the Surge TTRPG system that I developed with my best friend Greg. It's pretty awesome. And check out the warptree.com website where you can get some cool Surge merch like this hat. Nick's awesome. He's got one too. But as far as what we might find here, I'm really hoping for a bag of holding.
Just hoping for it. Just hoping for it.
Or
I mean,
a
if we were
portable
gonna
hole
find
would be
one,
nice
this is a
too.
good place for it.
All right, Damon.
Everyone, I'm Damon. You can find me here on Thursday nights with this game, on alternating Monday nights over on Vibe Tribe with playing with Riku in our Gaia Chronicles show, and then alternating Tuesday nights playing in Golden Feathers and Tea and Tang over on the Vibe Tribe. You can catch me on most socials as DMAGamer79. It's easy. And I played Eden, your Warforged Twilight Domain cleric. And they are looking forward. They're a little confused about moon people. So I kind of want to see what that's all about.
Maybe you'll find out more. Maybe we'll see what happens.
Maybe
We'll
not.
see
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. All right, Slayer.
Hi, everybody. I am Old Worm Slayer, and I have been playing Edna's Marble Finder, the non-binary cleric paladin. And you can find me here next Monday with Riku for Wind Riders of Arya, where we have recently drawn the attention of a group of pirates that we've been trying to get the attention of. One of them actually has a blade to Riku's character's throat.
Why is it when there's the sessions that I miss, my life gets put in danger? Every time I miss the session, my life gets put in danger. What the hell, guys?
Well, no combat has started yet, but one of the head honchos, we caught their attention.
Great. Cool. Sorry for interrupting. I just something I needed to get off my chest.
Yeah.
Hey, at least it's not a bomb this time, I guess.
At least it's not a bomb.
That is true. And Katarina can't really help you.
Oh boy. All right.
She's getting medical attention.
Cool. Okay. And what are you hoping to find here in Longsaddle,
Well,
if anything?
and it's similar to Goose, a bag of holding or a portable hole would be nice, but more information about ways we can recruit allies to defeat Vecna.
All right.
And possibly the location of one of those powerful stones.
Oh, where the next Shroud Stone is? You're asking.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Maybe you'll find that out soon enough. And then finally, we have Nick.
Hello, everybody. I'm Nick. I played Nero Aspengard, the half-elf storm sorcery sorcerer with his wonderful bag of tricks. You can find me on most socials under Professor Hexagon. I've been spending a lot of time on TikTok and Blue Sky recently, just putting any errant thoughts out there. So if you're interested in that, there you go. You can also find me here every other Thursday. You can find me on Kellen's channel, the Celtic Wyvern King, every other Friday. So next Friday is our next session, where we're actually coming back in after a mid-season finale, which, if you haven't seen, go to Celtic Wyvern King's YouTube channel and watch it, because it's a doozy. And every other Monday, you can find me, opposite Mondays from Wind Riders, you can find me on Will's channel here as Varric Wolfspear Vigari, the Goliath Barbarian, who is currently level 14 for a little while. So I'm very happy about that. After hearing about everything that Tate said, Nero wants to go to the moon. He's so interested in wild space.
Oh, Lordy. Oh, that is fun. When I read that, I was like, okay, they're very powerful wizards. They probably figured out a way, but what the hell? Anyway. But yes, and as you can see, unfortunately, Kel had to drop out. He wasn't really feeling too well. So we wish him the best, but hopefully he'll be back next time. As for me, I am Riku. I was your GM, your Mind of Vecna, your whatever you want to call me for this. You can find me on social media as Pup Riku or Puppy Riku. You can also find me over on Vibe Tribe Productions, playing every other Monday in Gaia Chronicles alongside Damon. You can find me here on every other Monday, playing in Wind Riders of Arya alongside Slayer and Kel, where my life is in danger again. You can find me every other Saturday here for Queers, where I play what's essentially a gay pirate Power Ranger magical girl thing. I don't know how to explain it, but I have a magic spectral ship that is our base now, which is awesome. Yeah. And I know what y'all are gonna find here, so I'm not gonna say anything. Mwahahaha. I just hope you find it. Anywho, make sure you keep checking us out here on Halfling Wizard Productions. We have a whole bunch of other games as well. As you on every other Wednesday, you can also find Liminal Blink run by Dan. Coming soon, we're going to have our Monster of the Week campaign that will be starting at some point. And then also just keep an eye out for all of our other one-shots and such that happen as part of the Codex Chaoticum. Make sure you join our Patreon, where you can get a whole bunch of homebrew items, encounters, and some really fun exclusives there, including the only place you can watch the Session 0 for Reign of Vecna. I really love the fact that we have that recorded. So that's a lot of fun. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can make sure to catch our recordings, our VODs from these games, so you can keep up if you miss a session, which is great. Make sure you check out our merch. We have a lot of good merch out there. Some of your favorite moments from some of these games have been turned into merch items, so check that out as well. Also, check out our Discord. That's where you can find out if you can become part of one of these games. And jump into one of our one-shots, even potentially become a DM yourself. So make sure if you want to get involved, check out our Discord. We also have the Wizzies voting beginning. So a little bit of a reward thing for a lot of our creators here on the channel. So make sure you check that out as well. And finally, as always, we are always, as you know, we do this for fun and we like to give back to our community. So for this month, we are raising money for Freedom Service Dogs. So if you do feel inclined to donate, we would greatly, greatly appreciate that. And I believe that is all of the announcements I had. So we will see you in a couple weeks where they're going to continue to look at this strange remnants of Long Saddle and continue their journey to Tribor. They're getting closer. So they're getting closer to a larger city, which might have things to buy. Potentially, we will see. But until then, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great weekend. Have a great evening. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Tiny robes he's wearing so fine, in the tavern sipping on wine, knows the secrets of the old halfling wizard never told. Mystic wand and a pointed hat, talks to people about this and that, sneaky tricks and a wink in his eye. Halfling wizard makes the hours fly. Oh, halfling wizard in the night, casting spells to the moonlight. He can talk and he can know, in his world the magic grows. Down the road in evening light, he'll engage you, that's his delight. Readers of the stars he seeks, in a crowd he's sure to speak.